Hello gorgeous souls, it's Mary and Dave from PsychicSoulmateReading.com. This video is a 3-card tarot reading for what we need to know right here and now. And it doesn't matter if you're watching this after the date that I've uploaded, the reading and the message is still intended for you because you were drawn to watch this video. That's the way spirit guides work. And if something is not quite resonating with you all at once, just visit back, because some things have to unfold in your life before the reading to take effect. As all my video readings, it's the same thing. They always mean something maybe after. Even if something is resonating with you right now, visit back, because there'll be some stuff that actually says, wow, this makes sense, you know. And right now we're at the beach. Well, actually it's the Bluffs, right? It's just like minutes away from my home, and we finally found a way to come down from the Bluffs. If you watched my stories over the past few weeks, I've been looking for a place to come down to the water, and I finally found it. And I had my cards in my purse, and I said I need to film a reading video for you guys today, and Dave's with me as well, which makes it so special for me. I just want to show you the glimpse of the water. Look how peaceful that is. It's just so beautiful. I'm a mermaid. I'm an incarnated mermaid. Yeah. Okay, so I've already pulled the cards. I have the Morgan Greer deck that I'm working with, and they're the smaller ones. I keep them in my purse because you never know when the moment hits where you need to do a reading, or somebody needs a reading, or I need a reading. So I always have a deck either in my purse or in the car. Okay, and so the first card that came up is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is intuition. She knows. She is, well, she basically has all the answers and all the knowledge. She is knowledge, but everything is behind a veil. And I know Dave has something to say about that.
Yeah, sure. It's basically, you know, sometimes you can read all the books you want, you can research something all you want, and that can be a good idea to prepare yourself, but sometimes you just have to go through the experience in order to understand. And that's what she represents, is something that can only be understood. You know, when you realize something, or you know something, or you experience something, and you're like, I don't know how to put it into words. It's like that kind of knowledge that you just, it's an initiation into a certain wisdom in your life.
Right. It's just knowing something, but it's also the innocence of it as well, because you're exploring. And just like us, we've been exploring this, but we listen to our intuition. We was guided on how to come down here. I'm just giving you an example. We were guided to come down, that there was a way to get to the water, because we just moved here back in March, and you know, the water is just like 2 minutes away, but it's down a hill. So we've been looking for ways to get down here safely, and we just followed the path and followed our intuition. I mean, that is what you need to do, is just to not worry about the way it's supposed to be, as opposed to like something is written in a way that you need to take that step accordingly. Like, in other words, just go with your intuition, go with your gut instinct. What is it telling you, right?
Definitely.
You know. And then the second card that came up was the Magician. I love the Magician. That's one of my favorite cards, because as you can see, there's the figure 8, which is the infinity sign, and he's got all the elements on his table. Well, he's got earth, water, fire, and air. So each one represents a specific purpose, like on his table. So he is, and drawing down the energy from above, where he is using the law of attraction and energy to, he's a magician, but he's also, he's very mastered. He mastered his craft. So it's basically saying that you have everything that you need. It's just a matter of applying it. And I know you have something to say about that. I know, I can feel it. I just know, Dave. We talk tarot all day long.
Yeah, basically it's interesting how those cards came out, because the Magician and the High Priestess are, the High Priestess is an example of divine feminine energy, and the Magician's an example of divine masculine energy. And together, they really, speaking of the law of attraction, they really work together, because you listen to your intuition, but then you, as a magician, you channel the energy into the world, like to create what you want. And you need to use your knowledge, you need to use your resources, you need to use your will, you need to be proactive and take initiative, take action as well. It's not just the law of attraction. Yes, it could work sometimes. You just think of something and things do appear. We've had that experience. I've had that experience in my life, and I'm sure many of you have as well. But a lot of times our lessons are about perseverance and being proactive as well. So that's what the magician is saying, to use your resources and ask yourself how balanced you are with your masculine and your feminine, as far as being receptive and as far as being active.
Yeah, exactly. Because one takes care. Like if you look at them both together, you got the knowledge, you got everything that you need, just like the magician has everything he needs, but he's applying it, and it's drawing down the energy from above, and just knowing that you're safe. That's the whole idea, is just knowing that you're safe. And you might be experiencing some, like you might be feeling a little sensitive right now, or you might be feeling a little bit triggered. There might be something in your life that's causing you to feel a little bit triggered. I say that because everything that happens during the reading, while I'm filming this, is a message. And I just look around and I'm like, oh, there's those little black wasps that are around. If you remember, I talked about them before. And it's like all of these things that are all around, and they're not going to bother me, but it's just more of like, it's a trigger, I'm afraid. It's just a fear, it's an energy, it's just something
I'll
that...
protect you.
Of course, I don't know. And I'm not really afraid. Right now, but it's just being in the moment and just knowing that it's just stuff. Whatever is going on in your life, they are triggers. And right now I'm looking at a beautiful monarch butterfly, and so that is a new beginning. That is a change that's happening to you in your life. You see, this thing just touched my arm, and I was like looking at it and saying, oh, is there something over there? It's just a matter of exploration. This is all about exploring and just allowing yourself just to go with the flow, right? And then the third card was the Ace of Swords. Amazing. Swords represent the mental, they represent the mind. Oh, something is biting me.
It's okay.
Something actually did bit me. Oh, and it was a little black thing. I don't know. But anyways, it's just stuff. It's holding all the power to it. Holding all the power. If I got stung by a wasp, then I'm just going to have to put some mud on it. There's no big deal. It's not a big deal. But I'm just giving you this example. You have everything you need. And you see, if it was a wasp, I'm not afraid.
It wasn't a wasp.
No, but whatever it was.
You'd be saying ouch a lot louder.
Yeah, exactly. I would have said ouch a lot louder. And there's just so many birds and so many butterflies and everything. It's all about tapping into your truth. Like I was talking about, the swords are mental energy, and it's using all the mind power and just using your mind, because like all three cards, it's all about the mind and the spirit and listening to the soul and going, just getting bit out here. I should have put some, next time I'm going to eat some garlic.
It's probably your sunscreen.
It's my sunscreen, yeah. My niece gave me that tip today. She said, have some garlic before you go out, because that is just a repellent to any bug. It is. And I know that, and I forgot. What do you say about the Ace of Swords?
Well, actually, the Ace of Swords is interesting as well, because it gives more power even to the Magician card, because they're both related to the number 1 and initiating action. And aces are like opportunities that are here for a brief time, like a window of opportunity. So it's something that's just given to us. It's not something we have to make happen. Notice the sword is being held out on a hand from the cloud. So it's like by divine grace that this opportunity just has appeared. So take advantage of it. It's like a clarity, a sudden burst of insight, and you can use that along with your intuition and your resources, skill, and will to manifest what you want.
Yes, I just got a message. By my energy, or the way I've been feeling, the way I've been feeling out here, we are in nature in its raw. Like, it's just so beautiful. And there is so many beautiful things to see. But my point is, by being afraid or just like worried that something is going to buzz around me and maybe sting me, or whatever, I'm actually attracting that towards me. So that's thoughts have a vibration and a frequency, and the more you focus on that, the more you focus on your fear, the more you're going to attract episodes and energies like of that in your life. So it's important to raise your vibrations, and I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm just going to enjoy the sun and enjoy the water, and just whatever it may be, that's what you need to do. And then you will attract what you need into your life, because it's fear itself will only attract more fear itself. Reason for you to be fear. Case closed.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say another word for that is self-fulfilling prophecy. And what that means is, let's say as an example, you kind of are paranoid maybe, and you think people don't like you, and you think that person doesn't like you, and But that, if you're having those thoughts, then that's going to influence your actions and how you treat other people. And then they're going to feel that, that's going to trigger that same thing in them. So they're going to treat you back the same way. That's actually proving your thoughts and your beliefs about
by spiders.
them being you being paranoid. So, or you being worried that they don't like you, they're going to act that way back to you to prove that. That's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes.
And as well, I just wanted to say about the Ace of Swords, notice how the sword is pointing straight up. So the law of attraction is about being in alignment. In alignment.
I got a message. 2 spiders just bit me. I think I stopped them before they bit me.
I'm not getting bit by anything.
Yeah, well, they're just, I don't know why, but anyways, I caught them anytime.
It's the
There
sunscreen,
were those
probably,
little
and your
black
perfume.
jumping. I don't have perfume
Oh,
on.
no
It's
oils?
just no. I don't have any oils this time. Usually I do. I should have put some lavender on or some peppermint or something, but I should have. Anyways, my point is, spider is a sign to create. So to take your mind off of how to vibrate and to raise your vibration, you need to create. And when you create, you actually raise your vibration where your manifesting abilities become more higher, and you're able to bring forth with what you need into your life, right? We keep going around in the circle. I mean, I can stay here and just look at all these symbolic. Anytime you see animals, we just saw a dog just now. That's unconditional love, and I'm bringing that to you too. Love yourself unconditionally, and when you do and get rid of the self-judgment, like Dave talked about, you actually attract all the things that you need in your life to manifest and to be happy and to attract love into your life, so that's what it's telling you. It's just lots of new beginnings and lots of changes that are happening and lots of aha moments you're going to be incorporating. Normally I would have screamed and been running from a spider bite or from anything like that. Now,
the first time she did that I ever saw, I was so surprised. I was like, what is going on? She ran screaming down the sidewalk because there was a wasp.
I'm looking at how beautiful they are, like the great black wasps. And if you remember me talking about them in one of my blogs, and I now I look at them and see how beautiful they are, because they're just this big and they got these iridescent blue wings on them, and they're just so beautiful. But right now I'm just getting nudged from a lot of things. So I think I'm going to start moving and walking. That's a sign to start moving. So you need to move ahead, merge ahead, and don't look in the past and don't look at what other people are thinking of you. Just trust you have everything that you need in here. Just trust that you are safe, guided, and protected. And if you're interested in getting a reading with either one of us, please go visit my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com. Subscribe to my newsletter. I have a 10% off that I'm giving out for first-time subscribers, and first time if you never got a reading by me, you can use the code 10% off. And yeah, until the next video, I wish you guys love, peace, and blessings. Thank you so much for being here.